Welcome. Hey, it's Shot Under.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I am doing good. Uh,
Great. We missing somebody now. We missing somebody.
as soon as his camera is on, then we'll be able to move forward. Listen, you guys, we want y'all to like, share.
Comment and subscribe.
Listen, we gotta
For
keep them
those
coming.
that are new to the channel tonight, we need
Y'all
y'all
know
to
the
come
odds
on
of
in.
sharing
Come
out
on
the
in.
link. Oh, Sean, I did not mean to send that to you.
Y'all gotta. It's okay. You gotta tell a friend to tell a friend. That's what we gotta do. Oh, you finally got your Facebook back?
No, I'm not. I didn't. I think we're gonna keep everything on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I
Let's
was
keep.
gonna say, look at
Yeah,
you. You should be
yeah. But
excited.
my
You have a Facebook jail.
I have been in Facebook, yeah, and so I
You
did it.
must not got no bond money.
Like, but
You
I
don't got
think
no bail money.
you said what?
You don't got no bail money to get out of Facebook jail.
No, but I think you can help me out. You could be my
Oh,
person.
okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. How much a bond is?
Let's say 3,000.
It's what?
3,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got 10% of that.
Yeah,
That's what.
that's all you gotta do. All you gotta have is 10%.
Yeah. Yep. That's all I gotta have is that 10% get you out. Zuckerberg, he acting a fool because he don't want to let you free. Let my people go.
Isaiah is in the chat. What's up, Isaiah?
Woo,
Hello.
okay, sexy and red. I see you.
Hey guys, how is everybody?
We are great. Finally glad to have you here. How are you tonight?
I feel like we started a little too early. We're supposed to start at 7:30, but no shade.
No, it's good. It's good. It's okay.
But
Yes.
I am ready.
Listen, okay, let's go ahead and get it going. Did y'all see DJ Twitch has passed away? Ellen says, I'm heartbroken. Twitch was pure love and light. He was my family and I loved him with all my heart. I'll miss him. Please send your love and support to Allison and his beautiful children, Wesley and
Yeah.
Zaya.
Yes, let's please lift them up in prayer because it's terrible to lose someone in general, but around the holidays it's extremely bad. So
Yeah,
we just sending
we
our
we
prayers and
are
love to them.
losing we're losing a lot of people this shit. And I feel like everybody has just passing and stuff. Shade Room also, Hollywood Unlocked also had posted it. But this is the crazy. What's crazy about this story? It says law enforcement sources tell us Stefan's wife, Allison Holker, ran into an LAPD station Tuesday, and she was frantic because she said Stefan had left home without his car. Something was not like him at all. We're told a short time later, police got a call for a shooting at a LA hotel, and they found Stefan there, dead from an apparent self-inflicted gun shot wound. So
And
they're trying to say that pretty much he took his life. Um, at the
I
end of
just don't like the fact that this man died today and y'all already putting out his business. Like, let us send condolences and stuff like that first before y'all start jumping on, how he died. Like, I mean, come on, like, golly, we can't even grieve in peace anymore because social media takes over everything and just put out all these narratives of what's happening or what happened with somebody. Like, what I'm saying? He has kids and like all they shouldn't be having to see this nor read it or hear about it, what I'm saying, of how their father passed, what I'm saying? So we
right,
just want to keep his memory alive in a positive way and not reflect on all the negative.
yeah, that you know what that is so true. He was actually a good guy, happy person, dance. He had a lot of jobs that he was doing. So let's move on from that. Listen, okay, so we all done been in some areas where trash talk of the town. It's a lot of people. Listen, I made a post and said this. I've noticed it be the ones that barely got in the game that keep up the most drama between the schools. What did y'all grow up to be? Let's talk about that. I'm just tired of seeing people, especially grown men, always talking down on the youth or I know it's football games and everybody get like in competitive modes and stuff, but at the end of the day, these people are living their life, so let them enjoy. Y'all betting on these people, y'all talking about the kids and all that stuff, but what did y'all grow up to be? If y'all want to be an NFL player, y'all should went and tried to do all of that, gymnast, whatever that you want to be. Stop talking about people kids and stuff. Hey, you talk about mine when I have son. Listen, I'm gonna let Shonda know before. Give me the pistol. I'm just
Oh wow.
I'm
Okay,
dead.
I'll use my gun. Okay, well, my thing about that situation is obviously, if you're sitting here on the sideline with me watching the same game that I'm watching, obviously you didn't go too far. So want. We don't need you or your negative opinion and what you got to say. You can trash talk all you want to. Rivals do it all the time, but to sit up here and to criticize a child for doing something that you could not do or did not do is absurd to me. So just shh.
it's just too much.
One finger up, two fingers up, do the bunny rabbit.
I'm dead.
Like they used to teach us in school. Like, just be quiet, just shut up. Like, nobody wants to hear that. And then, and then they wonder why some children turn out the way they be, because they're out here trying to do something that they love and enjoy, and somebody is putting them down, what I'm saying you're not good enough, or do this better, or do that better, you're not trying. Well, maybe they are having a rough day. Kids have rough days too. Did you ever think to ask about that?
Right.
It starts at home, what I'm saying, with the parents, saying, like, how was your day today? Ask your child it. If you ask, I'm sure they'll tell you. But if they don't have that bond or relationship with you, they're definitely not gonna open up and tell you. They're gonna be like, "Oh, it was a day, or it was okay." Like,
some parents weren't even at home. But we ain't gonna talk about
that. Like, don't be trash talking about my child. It could be the horriblest child out there on the field. Still encourage that child to be better. Better yet, you so great. Won't you talk to the parents and train the child so that way that child can be as great as you claim you was, or whatever. Then we'll see where you were.
Isaiah, what's your take on it?
Take on trash talking?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't have no actual.
I mean, have you ever heard somebody trash talk? I mean, being an athlete, have you ever been on the sidelines and people trash talk you?
I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I take humor to it. I don't really take it serious. I mean, you get out here and try it yourself if it's that serious,
And that be the problem, that a lot of them haven't even done that, so they wouldn't even know how to do it. It's just like people that coach sports that they never played before. I mean, you can learn the game, yeah, true that, but it's best for you to play it so people can look up to you more.
It seems like they be way more into the game than the actual person that's on the floor.
Yeah.
And it'd be like,
that's what it be.
Huh?
That's what it be.
Hello.
That's exactly what it be. You know what I'm saying? You sitting out there, you doing all this rah.
You're sitting in the bleachers.
Right, like come on in, sweetheart. But okay, you got this one.
Shada, it's your
well, you guys, it's my turn, nice and lovely. Okay, with the slow wind down there at the bottom. What you listen to the weekend here?
Oh, it ain't nothing playing in the background, just chilling.
Okay, just in your head. It's a tune in your head. Okay, I see you tuning your head. Okay, guys. So let me ask y'all a question. I need for y'all to light this comment section up and let us know what you think, because y'all done started off real quiet tonight. Usually y'all be chirping already, so we need y'all to get in the comment section right now for this post. So, would you rather have, if there was one thing you could have in life, would you rather have $10 million?
Mm-hmm.
A great credit score,
mm-hmm.
bring back a loved one that has passed, sit down and have a conversation with your idol, mend your broken heart, or have a cure for cancer. Which of the 6 would you rather choose, Isaiah? That's $10 million, a great credit score, talk to bring somebody back that's done passed, sit down with your idol, mend your heart, or the cure for cancer.
Mm-hmm. I would rather have the $10 million.
Why?
I would be rich to, like, who care about some credit score? I might be rich as F tomorrow. Like, what do you mean? If I can get that $10 million, like,
you need credit.
I'm pretty sure with that $10 million, I'm pretty sure with that $10 million, I can just pay off anything that I have in debt.
But $10 million is not gonna go that far.
I feel like I'll go real far with $10 million.
What you buying?
I'm buying me a nice house. A
You paying cash for it?
Huh?
You gonna pay cash for it?
A really nice house.
Okay, so now you're down to $8 million. What's going in this house?
What you say 8 million for? I'm still at 10. I'm still at 9 million by the time I get.
No, you're not, because you forgot you got taxes, you got land, you got all that stuff that's gonna
I'm
come in.
I'm buying a house that's probably cost at least $300,000-$400,000.
And with the taxes included, sir, and your land taxes, like I said, you at $2 million. So let's go. You at 8. Okay.
I don't feel like you calculating that correctly, because it doesn't take 2 million.
Because you got to realize that how much you got to have insurance on this house. That's
right. But that's not million.
But you got to realize, if you get a $400,000-$500,000 house, you're gonna have to. Where do you think you're gonna get the supplies from? Like, you're gonna have to pay tax.
But look, but you got to calculate that correctly. $500,000 into a house versus all the extra stuff that you got to get for is not gonna add you up $500,000 more.
No, listen to what I'm saying. You're gonna buy a house, right? You said for $400,000 or $500,000.
There you go.
Right. So now you got taxes on that house. You forgot you got to purchase the land to put this house on. You got to find somebody
I'm paying for the house that's already built. What are you talking about?
So basically, you're gonna buy a house that's already built. You don't want one from the ground up.
No. If I can pay for it,
you're gonna have to pay taxes. You still gonna have to pay tax. You still gonna have to pay taxes on that house because you're purchasing it. You're still gonna have to pay taxes on that land.
Why would I have to pay on the land if I already paid for the house that's already built on the land?
The land is not free, sir. You have property taxes.
Okay, then it's still not that much. I'm fine.
And again, you're still at almost $2 million. So we just gonna give you $8.5 million. Keep going. So you at $8.5 million already.
I'm gonna get my cute little Tesla that I want.
Okay, how much that cost?
Only like a cute $45,000.
Yeah, Tesla is not even expensive.
So then you got that high insurance rate each month on that. But my thing about this,
what high insurance, girl? When you pay the whole car off, your insurance is not that high. It's actually cheap.
Sorry, no, that's not how that works.
Yes, it works. Ask Quan, girl, because Quan is a car professional now, and he said if you drop the whole thing and pay the whole thing off, your insurance is going to be low.
It's according on the car you have.
Okay, it's probably only gonna be like what?
Oh, he's getting the house. He's getting the car.
Okay. What else you getting from the house and the car?
That's all I need.
Obviously, you're gonna sleep on the floor. You're gonna sit on the floor.
I'm gonna have furniture, but that's only like what? Maybe I'm probably gonna spend 10 racks for everything that's in my house.
10 million would be a life. It won't.
That means that goes towards a bed. That goes towards a bed. I already have
a 1-bedroom house.
Huh?
You gonna be in a 1-bedroom house?
I'm gonna be in a 3-bedroom house.
So you only gonna have 1 bed, no living room, no table, no nothing. So 10 million is what I said.
Shonda, what are you spending your money on? Like, let me know.
You didn't hear me say I wanted the money. Never heard me say that.
I'm just saying. Your calculation is bad.
I'm not asking that. I just asked what you got. 10 million is not
every show.
No, I'm just saying your calculations is.
We need to put a film.
Really
y'all
yes, it's really a bed itself for a whole full set is like $2,000. You can find a cheap.
No, I said, are you gonna get 1 bed? I didn't say nothing else.
I have to get 3 beds.
Okay, 3 beds. You're not gonna have living room furniture, table furniture. You know what I'm saying? What if you gotta buy appliances? You forgot. Now you own this house. What if something tears up? You have to fix it.
See, you pushing too far into it, girl. I ain't worried about all that.
You have to worry about it. That's what I'm saying. You said 10 million, so we understand.
I'm investing anyway, so it don't even matter.
Daniel said I would spend my money on a house about $500,000 too.
Oh, okay. Rasheed,
I don't know what Shayana doing with her money. She's gonna be dead broke. Shayana's gonna be dead broke if she.
I don't want the money. That's not what I want. I don't want the money.
I'm gonna be a coined up girl, so I'm not worried about that.
I don't want the money. Okay, Rasheed, what would you have out of the 16? $10 million, a great credit score, bring someone back that has passed, sit down with your idol, mend your broken heart, or a cure for cancer.
So when the question came to me, I'm looking at it 2 different ways. You know, honestly, I think I would want to experience bringing a loved one back that has passed. Like somebody that's deep down, somebody that's deep down more like a grandmother to me. Like, cause I remember growing up with her, but I do want to experience that growing up with my great grandma. So I think that's something that I would probably bring back. But then I'd look at it a little bit even deeper, and because everybody say I'm that positive person, it's like I think I would want to have the cure for cancer or something, because I think that would actually get me further in life, because I feel like you'd be more of like talked about. And then once you're curing people, you'll feel so much better. I feel like you will, what I'm saying? Like sometimes we live in this life and we don't really want to help people, but just imagine helping somebody in a beneficial way. Right. Like I think that's the best way to help somebody when you know it's benefiting, because then you're always wanting to pour back into that. So honestly, I'm kind of stuck between the two, so I don't really know what I want to go with. Okay. But if I had to choose, since you said choose one, I think I'll bring that loved one back. Okay. Yeah, I would have experienced that. What about you?
You just wasted your wish like that.
I'm gonna have the cure for cancer, because for one, I don't need $10 million because I can get it if I want it. That's number one. Two, my credit you heard me say I can get it if I want it. You didn't hear me say I had to have it. I don't have to have $10 million. I don't have to be rich. I don't have to be rich. That's not a goal for me.
I was just saying. You said you can get it.
Y'all are true. I cannot.
Money don't make me. But money don't make me. I make money. So that's the difference. That's the difference, sweetheart. Secondly, my credit it's good. So I'm straight on that. I'm just gonna keep on going and doing what I'm doing on my credit. Third, I'm not gonna bring nobody back from the past. One, because once you get a glimpse of heaven, you're not gonna want to come back to this evil world. So I'm not even fixing to try to. I would love to have a talk with somebody that's done passed, you know what I'm saying, and everything. But that would be no, that's not, because they probably be like, Lord, why I gotta go back? Jesus, I'm loving it here. What did I do? Did I do something? No, I'm not even gonna do that. Then I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have an idol, nobody that I want to sit down and talk to. And you can get your heart being mended, you know what I'm saying? It's called forgiveness. But the cure for cancer is the key, because you have so many people that are dying from cancer. Like I literally watched my grandma die from cancer, and if there was a cure for cancer, I feel like she would be, her and a million other people would still be alive in this world, because it's amazing how supposedly COVID came out in 2020, and then by the end of 2020, you supposedly have a cure for it, or a vaccine that helps with it. But cancer's been around all these years, and y'all are not even trying, you know what I'm saying, to put forth the effort to come up with anything to help cure cancer. So my goal or my wish, I would rather have the cure for cancer, because then I know people will be able to live. Yeah. The rest of that stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's irrelevant to me, especially the $10 million.
But you know what's funny too, Shonda?
But do you got it in your pocket?
You don't know what I got.
Okay, because I know you ain't got 10 million.
But you don't know,
you ain't got to know for it.
My daddy rich.
Okay.
But you know what though? If you had to live forever, honestly, I think I would have chose that. Like, but that's another topic.
I don't live on this earth forever.
To live forever, I would, like at a certain age. If you could cap your life off at an age and live at that age forever, would you?
No,
I
would all day.
I'd be bored because everybody else dying around you.
Right, everybody that I knew is dying.
And I have people saying they trying.
No, I said to live forever. If you could choose an age to live forever, would you?
No,
I would.
That means you're gonna see your mom die. That means you're gonna see your grandma. You're gonna see everybody die that comes in your way.
You.
I do not want to live forever.
Right. Like,
if you could live forever without aging, okay, let's say that, because I would.
Okay.
So one of my girl said that she can't post. She says not letting her post in the chat, but she said she would like to bring a loved one back. So, it's people having no, it's people having problems trying to post in the chat. So,
make sure, okay, if they have a problem, tell them to make sure they're logged in on an actual YouTube account. If you logged in on an actual YouTube account, it should let you. Because sometimes we don't sign in on our YouTube, and so you won't be able to comment. But if you can, then
I just feel like
she said it would be her sister. Bring her sister back.
I feel like if you bring somebody back, they're gonna end up dying regardless. So why would I want to bring them back?
I wouldn't want to bring. Like I said, I wouldn't want to bring nobody back because I'm pretty sure, like I said, once you get a glimpse of heaven, and so they say, you want to go on. So I would like to have a conversation. Like if heaven had a phone, I call my daddy real quick, see how he been doing.
Okay, I like that.
Call my grandma, see what she up there doing. Call my papa, you know what I'm saying? My and my papa, you know what I'm saying? Just call my uncle, my aunts, my grandma, you know what I'm saying? Just call them and see what they've been up to all these years and try to fill them in on what's been going on, although they can see, but
I'm fine with my million. I'm gonna help my mama, my grandma out.
Well, I can understand, you know what I'm saying, but like I said, that $10 million, it don't really mean nothing to me because watching somebody that you genuinely love die from a disease that they're not trying to have a cure for, it's heartbreaking. I never in my life want to see somebody else die from cancer.
I mean, but here's the thing: we can't stop nobody from dying. Like,
No, but when you experience something like that, you see you see them one day talking, and then the next day they're not saying anything. Then the next day they just laying there blinking, and then all of a sudden, they just laying there waiting to go. That's horrible. Like that is horrible. $10 million can't fix that.
It can't.
$10 million not gonna fix that. So I would rather have that cure. I have another friend that say they'd rather have the cure for cancer too. So. We still light up.
Why am I so selfish?
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure that one out.
Girl, I want my $10. Give me my money. Give me my money.
Still light up the chat in the comments with, you know what I'm saying, that question or whatever, your answer to it. We love to hear from everybody and some. So, the next thing is, listen, do you guys pay attention to the people that take your feelings in consideration and your mental state in any situation? Do you guys pay attention to the people that are around you or you work with or you come, you know what I'm saying, or that you go to church with or whatever that even your associates? Do you pay attention to how they treat you when you're, your feelings or your mental state? Like, do y'all pay attention to that? How people react to you when you're feeling some type of way or in a certain situation?
Yes.
Give me an example.
I do, and the reason why I do, because I feel like it's important. You know what I'm saying? I want you
to know
an example. When I'm sad, mad or hurting, you know what I'm saying? Or when I'm going through something. Okay,
so it's like, an example would be Isaiah, like, you going through something, but whenever you going through something, I'm always there for you. You know what I'm saying? You call me, I answer, you text me, I respond, you need me, I'm there. But then when the shoe is on the other foot and I'm going through that, you're nowhere to be found.
I mean, girl, life is always like that.
I'm too busy for you.
That life is always like that. You just got to know how to move with people like that. I feel like there's really people out here like that. Like, if I'm in pain or hurt or whatever, it's not going to be the same initiating feeling from another person.
But those people,
you have those type of people around you.
I mean, I don't get onto them about that. I don't really care. That just shows me the true them. I mean, hey.
So they show you that. And do you still deal with them or?
But that doesn't initiate to how they treat me as a person. I mean, I don't care. Like, if I'm sick or down one day, and then they don't check on me, I mean, hey, I'm not about to cuss them out. Why the fuck you ain't check on me? No, I'm not about to do all that, girl. If they still here for me, I don't really care. As long as you ain't hurt me.
Well, I think you probably feel that way because you're not around them all the time. But if it's somebody that's really close to you, or you know what I'm saying, I think it'll probably make you feel some type of way. Because it should sometimes. But I do get what you're saying. But sometimes we live in our own lives and we are going through our own stuff. But if it's somebody that you call like a friend or a cousin or something like that that's really close to you, then you should feel a little bit more different. But
no, I mean, see, let me give y'all an example, right?
Enlighten us, please.
Let me give y'all an example. When Rasheed was on COVID for about a week or two, I was there for him for that whole week or two while he had COVID, taking care of him, right? whatever. Then you have a moment where I'm down or bad or hurt or whatever. Rasheed ain't always down 10 toes down for me right then and there. And I wish he would see and lie. Because he ain't there. I mean, I don't care.
So, are you trying to bash me? Is that
no, it's no bashing. No, there ain't no bashing. It's just me saying, for example, like, I really don't care if you was or wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
So you're bashing me. And so tell me, enlighten me on how I wasn't helping you out.
Okay, so like,
and light me on your down moment too. I didn't know that.
Okay. So there was a moment where I like unfollowed everybody on Instagram. I was going through a mental crisis. I don't know. Rasheed is weird. I think that's his sign or whatever. He you know, he's like a Sagittarius. So like, I feel like they don't really like when they see people crying, it's like foreign to them. So like, if I was like around Rasheed crying, I'm going through a mental crisis. He probably might be like, "Are you good?" And I just be like, "No, not really."
But that's a checkup.
That ain't no darn checkup.
So okay, so I think it must be
my checkup is you comforting me, like you right there on my side, like you're getting stuff for me, or you're going to go. You want me to go get you some water, some drink.
I may suck at that. I'm not that. I think you might have to call Shonda for that.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not affectionate.
That's yeah. So, but I think that's different.
You're not empathetic when it comes to.
Yeah, no. I think, and you know, sometimes I feel like depends on the type of guy you are.
But I don't get on him about that because I don't care like that about, you know.
Obviously, you do. You brought it up.
No, okay, no, I brought it up for example, but I'm not bashing him. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still look. For example, he's still there for me for a lot of different things. But if I'm hurt or down or in pain, I'm there for my damn self. I'm not worried about
that. But do you not realize what's going on in the world?
I mean, I tell you moving around a lot this show, huh?
Oh no, okay. I had to close the door. Now, what did you say?
Like, do you not realize like what you just said is basically what's going on in the world while we are losing so many people because of suicide, because they feel like they don't have nobody when they're going through stuff like that. Like, that's
feel like that. The only time I would ever feel like that, if like my family, like, you know, like don't check up on me. But if it's like Rasheed, like he's just my friend. I mean, he's there doing what he can do.
I'll say something. If any of my friends, any of my friends, they going through something or whatever, I'm gonna check on them. They will tell you that I'm gonna check on them. One, I'm gonna pray for them and lift them up there.
So basically, you're the type of person that would, if your friend is going through a crisis, you'll be like, "Hey, friend, you want me to come pull up, you know, chill with you, you know, since you not down bad or whatever, you know, I come, you know, chill by your side.
You want to go eat?
Okay, see, I would love that. But
that's what I want reciprocated back to me. Like, I'm not fixing to have people around me or in my circle that cannot be there for me when I'm mentally and physically going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I had COVID, because I was the first one out of my family to have COVID. When I had COVID in 2020, when it happened, or whatever, my sister Tiffany, or whatever, she came to my, like, I first my ears started hurting, and it went from there. So she came to my house or whatever. She was putting eardrops in my, like, she was doing stuff that I could literally do for myself. She was putting eardrops in my ears. She was giving me medicine. She was bringing me food. You know what I'm saying? Then when I got COVID, she still, like, you know what I'm saying? It was Thanksgiving. She still, my mama's older. My mom and my brothers, they was bringing me stuff or whatever, but they was putting it on the porch, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want them to get sick. Tiffany didn't care. She was coming in the house. I'm COVID sick, fighting, you know what I'm saying? Fighting fever and stuff. She coming in the house, making sure I'm eating, making sure I'm drinking, making sure I'm putting drops in my ears, making sure I'm taking emotion and Tylenol. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're down, you got to have people in your corner like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through something mentally or physically, you have people in your corner like that. If you don't have people in your corner that can be there with you through the highs and the lows, you need to cut them out.
That's why I thank my mom. That's why I thank my mom for being there for me. My grandma, my auntie. I thank all them, my cousin, all them for being.
You don't have no friends that'll be there for you like that.
Love you, once I said no. Like, I don't like. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, if I tell Rasheed to get up right now to go give me something to drink, you're not about to do that. That's just to be real. That I'm so serious. He is
You
lazy.
said friends. Am I your only friend or something that you keep bringing me up?
Yeah, you is my deuce. You know, you my boon coon. Like you is my ex boon coon. So I mean, like it's a different reciprocation. Like if I do something for Rasheed, he's not gonna do that back in reciprocation. No, he's not.
Well, my thing about that situation is Rasheed need to go. Cut that loose, because Rasheed
But
ain't your
look,
friend.
I don't depend. I'm independent, so I don't really.
But it doesn't matter how independent you are. It's just the fact that what you're doing for him, he's not reciprocating, and you need to be like, let it know. You on your
all
own.
All we can do is thank God that I'm a very genuine and really sweet person. Do the things that I do.
You're right. You're right about that. But Rasheed, stop being so selfish and inconsiderate.
No, okay. Let me pause you there. It's definitely not that.
It's definitely that.
I help him. He helped me. But when it comes to the emotional side, you know, like I said, some people are.
I said he's foreign to emotion.
I'm not the friend. You know what? But this is just the honest truth, and you know, and I don't know how anybody would take this, but if you are down bad and you're crying and stuff, like, yeah, I'm gonna call and check up on you, but I have not like mastered that part of like coming over, like hugging you for an hour, or you know what I'm saying, doing that for an hour. Now, if it's the doing like basic things or like help, like yeah, I can do that. But if it comes like more on the affectionate side, I don't think I really got that part because I was born like tough. Like
that's why I said I never like this shit. That's why I never get on to Rasheed because he's foreign to like emotion. Like,
well, Rasheed, I'm gonna say this: you need to get that together because you.
But it's not just me though.
But you one day gonna have a wife and children. So how you feel like you and her gonna last if you can't do that stuff for her when she down and out? If you're not doing it now.
When that time comes, then
he love to say that. He love to say that. When the time comes,
you're gonna have to date this woman first. You're not just gonna up and marry her the hour after you meet her. You're gonna have to date her. So stuff like this is gonna happen while you dating. And if you're not doing that, that's gonna be a red flag, and she's gonna be out. So you gotta start preparing yourself and working on that now to change it. So that way, when you do get in a real relationship, you know how to reciprocate the energy that's being given. Because just to say it, you know, ain't no woman gonna be like, you know, you tell her, oh, I'm not that affectionate, or I'm not the type to do this, and that. She gonna be like, oh, I gotta go. My mama calling me.
Could be making excuses, but
right.
I'm a good person. It just, you know,
he's a good
person. I mean, I'm sorry, the greatest of people. That was just
the greatest of people. But you know what? You know, that's something that I feel like, you know, honestly, a lot of people go through that because I feel like when you are born like just in a tough family or whatever, you don't be really emotional to certain things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know when now I will say, like, when it comes to like siblings and stuff, like my little siblings, I think they're more emotional than like my older ones.
They're younger, so they're finally learning who they are, and they're learning about feelings and emotions, so they don't know how to control them yet, like you and
if I was put their arms around you, if I'm like down bad or something, my sibling will put their arm around me and stuff like that.
Have you heard that we're all human, right?
Yeah.
That's not
so you can't just think to be like, oh well, I was born in a tough family. There's a lot of people that was born in a tough family, but at the end of the day,
my family
still show emotions. Show some type of emotions. You want to know what's funny? I feel what Rasheed says because of simple fact. I only seen Rasheed cry twice. I only seen this man cry twice in all my times of knowing this man. I know him for a minute. He only cried twice. One about a dog, and then another time. I forgot what was the other time. And when he was had COVID because he felt like he was gonna die. That was the only times I ever seen Rasheed cry. Literally.
Yeah. Well, you know, he had.
Let me tell y'all about that incident before we move on. Let me tell you about the incident before. So, you know, I found I got COVID and stuff. I was like in panic mode. I kept calling like the ambulance. Felt like I couldn't breathe. I don't know. I was just like in panic mode a lot. So I go to the hospital, and this is the worst thing they could have ever done to me in that hospital. Is brought me in a room full of COVID people, and I seen how they was looking. And I swear I was like calling Isaiah. I was calling my friend. I was like, look, I'm not gonna make it out of here. Because it's so sad because I was seeing people on ventilators, I was seeing people on all types of machines. I was seeing people like look like they was like literally half dead. You know, and some of them wasn't making it in there. Because what happened, it got overpopulated in Atlanta hospital, and they kept having to put everybody in like this big open room. Like it was a lot of people and nurses walking around, people yelling, people screaming. I said, yeah, I'm not making it out here. Well, luckily I'm blessed, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm just gonna say that. And
I'm glad you said alive. I'm gonna tell you what brought me back. Like my sister bought me some because she said I was looking ashy gray. I was pale because I wasn't eating, I wasn't drinking. All I was doing is sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "You gotta stay hydrated." So she bought me some Pedialyte, and my mom had bought me some emergencies. That Pedialyte and that emergency, baby, it would bring me back life. I still wasn't eating, but at least I was drinking. So, because that fever was like I was in hell fighting the devil himself from 6 to 9. I was crying. All I wanted was my mom, and she was on the phone with me. Bless her little heart.
I got a TikTok video of home remedies. One of them got 20.
Yeah, we saw your home remedies.
In the 500K. Yeah, the videos went viral. I think at that time I should have kept going with that stuff, but I was so sick that I could not. That's what I just try to work TikTok.
All right, been working TikTok. Isaiah, what you got for us tonight? Talk to us. To us.
So the topic is: Do people work because they have to, or is it because they want to? What's your thoughts?
I think it's both, honestly, because it takes money to survive in this world that we live in, unless you're gonna be a homeowner all your life and own a farm and just keep everything in house. If you ever want to go to that grocery store, you better bring in some dollars.
You still gotta work for it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The thing is with that question is that these companies and corporate giants and all these, people in the big top that run stuff, I feel like they are unfair. They're unfair to a lot of people these days. And when I mean unfair as in pay raise. You have people that are vets that have been in a work field for 5-10 years, probably getting paid $13, $15 an hour, and they've been getting paid there for 5-10 years. Then you got a new girl that comes in and gets paid the same thing as you. Do you think that's fair?
Honestly, my best way of answering this, and this actually comes from a business owner and actually working a little bit for myself at a time in my life. I feel like when it comes to situations like that, it's really hard to try to tell people how to run their own businesses and how much they get paid.
I mean,
at the end of the day, you got some people that are, like I said, you got some people that are like a helpful person. You got some that don't. You got some people that make $1 million a month probably, but they only want to dish out $10,000. You see what I'm saying? Look at that, how the low and the high of that. But you got some people that's got making $1 million that can dish out 500K or that or can dish out something how like that and try to invest some. So you got some people that are willing to pay you what you not really quote unquote worth, but what the amount they want to give out. You got some people that don't. I mean, that's honestly my biggest thing. I always tell people, if you don't like it, then build you something and you pay them people what you want to pay. Because
right. But the thing is, I still feel like that's still wrong. Like if I started off in like, let's say at a McDonald's and I was getting paid $12 an hour and I worked there for about 5 good years and I've only made it up to maybe $13 or $14 an hour there now. And another girl come in and they started at 14.
Now I think that's wrong.
That has happened. That has happened because when I first started with probation and parole back in 2016, I came in making what the vets was making. And some of them had been there 10, 15 years. So I came in making more than them.
That's not fair.
Because back in 2015 is when probation and parole merged. So some of them was based off of their GDC salary, some of them was based off of their parole salary. You know what I'm saying? So then when it merged, when I came in, the governor gave us Deal, Nathan Deal. He gave us a 20% raise. So I came in making more than all of them. And it wasn't because, you know what I'm saying, if it wouldn't have been for that raise, I still would have been making more than some of them. But that's a lot of times what happened. Is it fair? No, I don't feel like it's fair. But they should capsize somewhere to where, you know what I'm saying, if you've been here so many years, this is the salary you should be making. If you've been here that, you know, but a lot of times people forget where they come, you know, how they started and where they come from. That's why you have seen in like the last 2 years due to COVID, a lot of these people having their hiring signs out more than ever because you wasn't appreciating these employees that you have running your business for you.
Right.
And then now they're giving this free money out because people was getting, you know what I'm saying, because of COVID, people was getting unemployment and getting, you know, $2,000-$3,000 a week. Not saying actually that much, but it was like 12.
They was racking up off that unemployment.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? So they like, nah, I'm quitting. I ain't going back to work. I can make this free money, yada yada yada. So that's what they was doing. And now these restaurants and all these businesses, a lot of them had to close down because of that reason. But you have to appreciate what you have. So now you seeing people post up, oh, we hiring starting off at $12, $13. But then you get in there, they want to overwork you and underpay you. Mm-mm. That's why you have a lot of big people that took that that COVID money and put it to some use and started a business or did something with it so that way they wouldn't have to go back and work for, because that's what a lot of people did. If I was one of them people getting that money every week, baby, I have my 10 million by now.
Look, this is what's crazy about the COVID bonuses and the COVID pay. If you worked in the nursing field, they was doing bonuses of trying to get you to stay over and to work like all these like crazy like amount of like overtime and stuff, and not realizing that the government was giving it to y'all. Like this would have been a time to pay your people, your staff the right way. Give them that pay raise they want. I mean, because that money was easy. I mean, look how much money you would have got because they was giving COVID bonuses to our business owners, if I'm not mistaken, especially
right. That's how the people got them PPP loans and then got messed up. Everybody trying to get a loan, knowing they didn't have no business. Now look at them fighting charge.
Right, I should have got one because I have an actual business. I should have bought one.
But
I mean, I should have bought one.
The thing is
that, but you didn't have no employees. Like that was for people that actually had a business that had to pay employees to keep their business afloat to get, you know what I'm saying, their supplies and stuff that they needed. But these folks out here saying, oh, I got 12 barbershops, 12 beauty salons, 18 grocery stores, 7 farms. So you getting all this free money. And the government like, we ain't seen none of this filed on nobody taxes, so run me my money back. That's what the folks messed up at.
My cousin said, keep up the great work. Only way to go up is top. So proud of you. I see y'all talking about real life situations.
So, but that basically the thing is about the whole topic is that, you know, the reason why I want to talk about this topic is because my mom had told me something happened at her job where, you know, they got a raise. It wasn't the best of the best raises, but she basically is making what the other people are making that just got into the facility versus what she making already for being there for at least 5-7 years going in. It's not fair.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody need to get paid that been in the industry. I feel like the pay raise need to be like going on for like at least the year span. Like if your company makes a certain amount within that year, you need to goddamn advancing your raises. Just saying, stop cheating the system just because you're trying to be stingy and keep your money in your pocket. Give people what they are worth.
And I've realized this: when you pay people a good amount, they'll do a lot more for you. And making sure you are good, especially when they came.
They might even put in some overtime.
My stuff, I realized that on my stuff too. You pay the right words, they gonna make sure they do the job the right way. So
right, that's why I was saying that, you know, it needs like jobs, like they need to have a cap size. So at 5 years, if you're not making 45, you know, if you're not on certain, not like at a restaurant. So in 5 years, if you're not making $30,000, then we're gonna put your pay so that way you bring home $30,000 a year. At 10 years, if you haven't made $50,000, you know what I'm saying, like that, especially like McDonald's franchises, you know what I'm saying. But then you have like agencies. If you have an agency and you like, okay, if you're not making $45,000 in 5 years, we're gonna get you there. We're gonna put you there. You know what I'm saying? Go like that. That way, at least shows that you're genuine and you really care about your employees. But just having people in and working all these hours and get a decent paycheck, that's overkill. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Especially with these gas prices and rent prices and
and then they the cost of living going up. The cost of living might be going up, but the cost of pay ain't.
Right.
I seen a video and I don't know how long ago this was, but it said it was like gas was $1.28. I was like, what year was this?
I remember when gas was like less than $1. I was little, but
I would have loved that.
I remember in 2015, like 2015 era, it was at least a good little 178, 198.
What?
In like 2015, it was like 178, 198.
Oh, okay.
And Mr. Rex said, hey man, I agree because nobody should be coming in the door making the same amount of money as you when you done been there for plenty of years. Correct. And that's why
that's why people be quitting. They be like, nah, please, you got it.
Right way. And then that's why I say to everybody, got done, like, speak up. Sometimes you got to speak up for yourself, even though you might get fired if you do try to speak up. But
if fire you for freedom of speech, you better speak it right. Just say it the correct way, because it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah, so please don't go cussing them out. Just, state your opinion, basically,
Right.
But also remember that they are the business owner, so just come correct.
Basically, just keep it respectful, but at the same time, run me my money.
But then it makes you think about, you wonder how and then they wonder why it is that they have these employees stealing millions and millions of dollars from them, because you ain't paying nobody
at all.
So they trying to get a better life, and anybody got time for that.
So don't explain that's why they stealing. Run
me my money.
So I want to ask the next question, because Shonda, I don't even know if I even have an answer to this. But what trait do you feel you have like the opposite sex? One of y'all can
go
answer.
first, Isaiah.
Say that again.
What trait do you feel like you have that
you have like the opposite sex? This was Shonda's question, but I don't really know about this one, so I said I was going to ask it.
What trait do I have? I feel like I have. I'm real clean. I'm not musty. I smell good. So, I feel like I'm.
Women not clean now, quote unquote.
No, I smell like the pretty women. Like I smell like the pretty women. Like I smell like roses and rose petals and stuff. Like I smell real good. I take about 3, 4, 5 showers a day. I feel like some ladies do that. If you don't, you're nasty. And I also, I just, I have feminine, traits.
Yeah.
Like?
I go and get my feet done when I need to.
That's not really feminine though, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? We want men to be manicured and pedicured too.
But you don't see them all doing that because they all think it's gay.
Well, there's some chaps, because never mind. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, some of them do be having bunions. And
all my homeboys and my friends and previous dudes that I've talked to, they all got manicured because they're grown. Like, they work, work real jobs or whatever. So, of course, they get hangnails and stuff. So, they go get which is fine.
My first time actually getting a manicure was actually in college, and I was surprised that men, because like I didn't grow up on that. So that's why I said some people like I'm rough hands and all, because when I went to college, we had all went to go get a manicure, and I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, and feelings. That's another thing. I have feelings like female, like sometimes, because I be crying, I be scared. I'm a sap. I'm sorry. I might be a male, but I'm a sap too. You know what I'm saying? But these hands though still can go to war, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's 50-50. I got the 50 trait of, still a man, and I could pimp you too. And I still got the trait where I'm like stay, feminine and like don't hurt my feelings.
Oh, okay.
So it's like in the middle. So if you hurt my feelings, it's gonna be on sight.
Bet then. So me personally, I had 2. Okay. One, I had 2 traits that I felt like were like a man. One, no, okay, so 3 then, Isaiah, because I do have big hands as y'all see, for a woman. Like they're bigger than most men. So as you see, it covers what woman hand you know covers her face. Okay, so
just one good little bow.
Right, boom. Two, when you know what I'm saying, like I got brothers, so you know what I'm saying, you know what the saying is about that. So, you know, in my past previous years, you know, a couple months ago, I felt like I was a pimp. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got them pimpish ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? I run my game like a dude run his game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So like, yeah. So that, but the number one thing trait that I feel that I have like a man is freaking sex. Like, I feel like I have the sex drive of a man. Like all the time. Like I can go all day, every day. 7, 6, 7 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like a dude because I'm just like, is that natural for a woman to like want sex that much? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like my mind staying together. Like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how the little meme was going around, you be in church and the word be good, and then all of a sudden, or you praying, and then all of a sudden you had this little nasty thought and you had to start over.
Oh yeah, the horniness.
That be me. I'd be like, bruh, like, why? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, I'm just like, okay, not that saying it's a bad thing. I just feel like I've never met a woman or, you know what I'm saying, had a woman that I know of to say anything like that about her sex drive being that high. Because a lot of women be like, no, I don't want to have sex. Like, I hear my friends be like, because I remember one time I told my sister that she's like, it's gonna change when you get married. She was like, you think that, you say that, but it ain't gonna be like that. It's probably gonna be worse. He probably gonna be tired of me.
That's the time that y'all
he gonna get hurt.
Oh yeah, and I got one more thing. Okay, so another trait I do have, I have two actually. The other trait I have is I don't show up late like a man, not at all. And also, what's another one? And I'm not not that one. I'm not a cheater like a man. That one, yeah, I don't cheat. I don't cheat
either. And let me clarify this for the people that's watching and gonna watch. I can still count on both of my hands how many people I have been with in 35 years of my life. Not 35 years, but in 23 years of my life from having sex. I can tell you how many people.
So are we counting the sex team? I thought you were just talking about just who we've been with. I can still count on one hand who all I've been with.
I can count on both of my hands how many people I have been with. I have not went over on either hand. So
I'm still on one hand when it comes to being with people.
That's a good thing. You're young.
Now we ain't talking about
at 35. She said, make sure it's still under two hands.
So you know what I'm saying? Like some people at my age, they done got both hands, feet, like all their toes. You know what I'm saying? They working on somebody else's hands, and after that, they done moved on, which ain't nothing wrong with it. Because you know.
Hold on, wait. Are you talking about sexually, or are we talking about just going out?
No, sexually.
Oh, then I'm like still on past my hands, past my feet, probably past Rasheed's feet too, and hands.
Sexually?
It's a lot of.
That's why she said she has a high sex drive. They do have a high sex drive.
I mean,
that's why I'm saying. I'm clarifying. I'm clearing that up, letting you know. Yes, my sex drive is way up there, but I can still count on my hands how many people I have been with in 23 years of me losing my virginity.
Are we talking about our whole life, or are we just talking about like
23? Yeah, since you started having sex, how many people have you been with? I can still count, like I said, on both of my hands of 23 years of me having sex, how many people I've been with.
Can we start from 2022?
No, you cannot.
I'm dead. So moving on.
Cannot.
You know, listening to y'all. That's good. You know,
first of all, now what trait you got like a woman?
Got some type of
trait. You just jump over that like you don't have none, player.
Look, mine. I think Karen. I think on the Karen side, most
we don't want mutual traits. because you have caring men just like you have caring women.
Really? What that? I don't know.
The traits that I just gave, the traits that Isaiah just gave, are of the more of the opposite sex than it is of our same.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe like using my hands,
greasing your lips. I ain't never seen a man grease his lips that much.
Oh, I only grease my lips tonight too so much because it is a little chap, I think. Dry. But if you want to count greasing lips, then that's greasing one. Y'all, I don't know what else. I need to grease it some more. But
see what I'm saying? You can't like you like a female when it comes to how you look. Because a lot of men, they care about how they look and dress, but you make sure that you dress and look to the T. Like if your shape up crooked, you gonna be mad. But if a dress sticking up, you gonna be mad. If your pants ain't creased or a wrinkle or something, then you like a female when it comes to that. Like
or he ain't going outside with his hair messed up.
Right, that's something a female do. I'm not finna go to no store in my hand. I'm not finna go to no party.
You know what? Though? I've been upset with myself lately though, because since I've been at home and I've been relaxed, I don't be trying to go to the barbershop and stuff. So that's why when we get back in studio, y'all gonna see this Chris line again, and everything will be good. But you know what? I really feel like those are only on special occasions. Now I've always not like going outside and not looking like up to par just a little bit. But when it comes to like going to like a party or something, that's about the only time, because I can go out without a haircut like I do now. I can go out with a haircut and stuff. Now, because I think I've kind of got over that part just a little bit. Now, back in the day, you're right. I'll be having a lineup every time we hit the live or something like that. But I think I've changed just a little bit.
No, so, he gonna have a beanie on.
You said what?
He gonna go out with a beanie on, shining on him like you like that.
Yeah, now if I was to step out right now, probably would put a beanie on. Yeah, that's true. To cover up my line. But now, I mean, like I said, I think I've done change because I'm on live now with my hair like this.
I mean, but it's not as bad. We talking about looking like a caveman. You're not about to just hop on.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. I can't.
But yeah, you have some feminine ways and some manly traits too. I mean, you just don't know what it is, which is shocking.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us. So yeah, I know.
Well,
that's it.
Yeah. Well, on that note, you guys, look how we was looking there. Y'all know how we do it when we stepping out. Okay.
See how put together he is. I'm a woman. He look more put together than me.
Somebody told me. Oh, I'm trying to hide it. Oh, snap! What I do?
I look so skinny in that picture.
Somebody told me that I need to.
But I'm still fine.
Y'all think I would be a good model?
Yeah, Rasheed. Mm-hmm.
How do you get into that? Don't you gotta be like 6 foot tall? I'm not that tall.
I'm getting fat.
They have short models. Just all I can say is when they have a model casting call, get you a headshot and your portfolio together and boom, shout.
Boom.
All thing you can do is go. They either gonna pick you or they not.
Yeah, I just gotta get my having like a little ball or walk or something. Let me do that. Let me just practice on how I guess I put a turn or something. I guess.
Let me give you my motto. Confidence speaks, even when the world is silent.
Rasheed, you trying to go to the gym tonight?
Words live by.
When I'm dressed up,
said it first. That's my motto. You better not steal it.
Right. When I'm dressed up, I'm so confident. I only have to put cologne because I know I smell good.
Rasheed, you trying to go to the gym?
You said what?
You trying to go to the gym tonight?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Right.
Now that's another thing too. I gotta start in 2023. I'm going to be working on a new diet plan. I'm also
New year, new me.
Hey, girl, you might as well start now because you know you gonna be that.
No,
in 2023, you gonna be that. It's a new me every whole little beginning.
No, listen. When I tell y'all will see my body change in about like 3 months after January, because like I said, I am going to be eating right, and I'm finna start hitting the gym. Like I need to be active again. Since I'm so used to being active, I need to be active again.
Well, guys, if you didn't know, you're about to know. My birthday is in 29 days, and I will be 36 if I live to see it. Thank you, Lord.
You will.
I know I don't look like it, but I will be 36.
Period. We'll be live around that time too. No, so you guys, huh?
That's a Friday.
So I will say next week is our last show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next week is our last show.
No, the week after. In 2 weeks.
Okay. Yep. The 28th is our last show. We got 2 more shows with you guys. So make sure y'all coming on, liking, sharing. That is it from the Let's Talk show. We kept, we listen, and we try our best to help you guys out alongside my 2 fabulous, outstanding co-hosts.
End alive.
Make sure y'all keep it coming in the comments about the question from tonight. Which one would you rather have? The 6 things. So let us know. Talk to us. We talk back.
Yes.
Holla.